Mm-mm. We gonna have some crashing going on today. This mod is very, very, very finicky on my end. Though, still worth it, I think. See. They can get this together. Like if they can get it may be on my end also, but like I don't know, man. Regardless, if they can get this together, I'll be like, look, I'm down, bro. Volume on this, you feel me? That time. Let's try a new save again. Let's try that. Or hold on. Can you make sure you got that save file one slot? Great. New game, you feel me? All right. Everybody, what's good? It's Monthly Gamer. You feel me? Check me out. Check me out. Everybody that shows up today, I appreciate you. If you're in the chat, that's great. I appreciate you being here. For all my future watchers, great having you here. You feel me? All my VOD watchers, great having you. We are playing Sonic Frontiers Revisited. Now, this is a game that we were watching the showcase the other day, and I kind of passed this game over because I was just like, yeah, whatever. It's just not. I'm like, it's just a graphical upgrade. And then it took somebody else to like post a video, and then like they kind of was showing it off, and I was like, oh, this is something else. I was like, this is almost an entirely different game. And I was like, I must play because, you know, why would you not? But basically, from Team Revisited, I know Proto Arts is a part of that team, and then there's a few other people. I don't know everybody else, but I just know that Proto Arts is part of that team. There are many graphical enhancements, level enhancements, you know, structural enhancements to the combat. A lot that's going on. It feels like almost a brand new game. I think the only thing I don't like about this so far is how they changed Sonic's model. His model looks, his quills are a little bit too long for my liking. But let's go ahead, let's start a new game. Let's do it on easy because you feel me. I don't like my combat to be like, I don't like doing super long chains of combat. I like my combat to be quick. But we'll watch the cutscenes, you feel me? Now, keep in mind, this is a work in progress. We're gonna get a lot of crashes, you feel me? He's gonna like in the middle of the stream, there's gonna be crashes. Just be prepared. Like I got my stuff prepared for it as it is. Like anytime I like leave a level, the game will crash. So the mod is very much in work in progress, so you got to keep that in mind. But once they get all this stuff together, dude, like I'm telling you, dude, this may be the way to play Sonic Frontiers going forward. They may have significantly altered this game to the point where it's like, yo, I don't know if I want to play vanilla anymore. They may have done it, and I'm always looking for those type of enhancements and those type of fixes. You feel me? Always. I'm always looking for that. I'm always on the lookout for that. So, we're gonna keep a very close eye on this project. Watching the cutscene. Something zapping on Eggman.
Answer me.
Simulations complete.
If nobody can tell, like I said, they've upgraded the graphics on this one. We're gonna try to fiddle around with the settings. This next scene that's about to come up, you know, Sonic, where he's, you know, they're all on the plane and all this stuff. This one, as far as I've seen, doesn't work well for anybody. So it's choppy like this for everyone. Even people with like really good PCs I've seen. So like Sonic's model, like it looks decent in spots, but like for me, his wheels are way too long for me, for my liking.
Here, right? Let's find out what drew them.
It's like the only thing. But yeah, this part right here, choppy for everybody. So it's not just me, it's not my PC. You feel me? Even though I don't have the strongest PC, it's working like this for everybody. Or at least the videos that I've seen, everybody's running into this same like kind of choppy looking cutscene. Hit the volume, you feel me? But maybe this will make me appreciate the game a lot more, like a lot more. Like I said, like this feels like this feels like someone went back. You know what I mean? Like the team went back and was like, "Yo, let's No Man's Sky this." You know what I mean? So for instance, there's a lot of different things about it. You don't have your boost isn't like as super strong. More like a quick boost, like a quick short burst boost. You have to bounce or whatever, and not even whatever. Like the bounce is a big thing for me. I love the bounce. Your movement feels a lot more. You feel me? It feels a lot more fluid, especially in cyberspace. You feel me? I want to see what 2D cyberspace feels like because I haven't played any 2D cyberspace levels yet. I've only like played a couple. I played up until you like open up the world. You know what I mean? But you got all this like extra, like you got the songs are remixed too on top of that. Like it's crazy. I'm telling you, like it feels like they were like, let's No Man's Sky this. I mean, oh, that's right. You got the roll too, which I like the roll in this because like you can't really boost into enemies, which I'm like, I've always kind of had an issue with just being able to just infinitely boost into enemies. Like you have a boost, but it's not like a roll all the enemies over type of boost. It's just to get you like going. But if you want to boost through enemies, you gotta roll, which I like. It's like boom, and I'm like, oh, that feels very Sonic. You feel me? You can do tricks in the air. Now, I wish they would. I want them to use the trick finish because I really do like that thing. But if they don't use it, I'll probably just throw a mod in there to be able to do it. And it seems like they've upped the difficulty, possibly with like the stages. All right, so be ready for a crash. Be ready for a crash. It might happen. Very likely. Anytime we leave the stage. All right, that one, we made it through that one. We made it through that one. But anytime we leave a level, you feel me? Be prepared for a crash. It could happen. Game is looking real blurry. What's going on? What's going on with the rendering? I wonder if I just got to restart my PC. Somebody was like, in Game Banana comments, they were like, if you just restart your PC, like it fixed it for them. A lot of the restarting issues or whatever.
Whatever it was.
I might have to do that. Not in the middle of the stream, but I might have to do that.
Hello?
You have done
Hello?
the impossible. You have escaped cyberspace through your own power. You are the key.
I am the key.
Huh? Sure beats being called a rodent. Are you saying I can rescue my friends?
Yeah, something's going on with the rendering because like it's real jagged right now.
Tear down the walls between dimensions.
And I got everything where it needs to be.
Okay, sure. How about a little context? Hello?
But like I said, you see Sonic, like he looks, you know, his model looks fine. just some quills, man. His head big as hell. Look at how big his head is, man. It is big, large, too large. You feel me? For my liking. But other than that, it's fine. Let's go to the graphics. Let me make sure everything is good. Graphics quality, shade low. I'm trying to make sure this thing runs perfectly fine. Rendering, like, look, rendering scale 100%. 1280 by 720. It's not supposed to be that. That's why it looks jagged like that. 1920, 1080. Yes. All right. Full screen. Anything else? I don't think we should change anything else. Right, hold on. Let me double check. I'm always that type of person, man. I always double check stuff. All right, we're 1920, 1080. Camera distance, camera angle. All right, that's about right. All right, let's leave everything alone. Looks much clearer. Not super clear, but much clearer than was. Hopefully we can keep it here. 3 ancient switches on the ground. Tell me, what do you do with those? I wonder. Also, I like how the color grading kind of matches like the renders from like the trailers and all that stuff, or even some of like the promotional material. I like how the world looks like that because it makes it go. You're like, oh, like how it was supposed to be. It was being advertised. Gives it a lot more. It makes him way more moody. You know what I'm saying? I think it's on brand for Sonic Frontiers. Why is my rendering dog? My rendering dog. I was at. Look. 1920, 1080. What's going on? Why is it so? Wonder what's up. What's up with that? I'm not gonna fret about that. I'm gonna just keep going. Hopefully the video feed will keep up. Homing attack. All right, be careful. We gotta be careful. Be like I said, be on guard for the game to crash, because like it'll like whenever you go into them little simulator parts, when you come up out of it, it starts bugging on you. Okay, so it was easy to drop these dudes, but later, like a little bit later, it gets a little damage spongy, like right down here. You get to your next set of enemies. Coming through. They coming through. Elise the cat says hi. What's up, Elise the cat? What's going on with you? Hi, Elise the cat. And see, this is why I put it on easy, because like when I had it on normal, it took like a lot longer to like beat these dudes. I don't like that. Not a fan of a bunch of like you gotta hit them a whole bunch of times. I don't think Sonic should be that. A whole lot. Trogdor in the chat. What's going on with you, Trogdor? How's everything going today? We're gonna try not to. We're not gonna blaze through this. You feel me? We gonna do a little tiny bit exploring. But if people are wondering so far, they're like, "What's the difference?" I don't get the like. I'm like, well, you probably should have saw the first level, but if the first level wasn't a big indicator on like how big of an upgrade this mod is going to be, I don't know what to tell you. Trogdor said not too shabby. All right, cool. That's what I like to hear, man. Right now, we are, again, for people not knowing what's going on, we are playing Sonic Frontiers Revisited, and It's a major mod upgrade for this game. Oops. Lock on. You know what I'm saying? Damn it. Always parry at the wrong time. I'm fumbling right now. Brother. Harry. Also, I'm gonna need my rendering to like what is going on with the rendering, dude? Don't do that. No, don't give me hints. Don't give me hints on what to do. I know what to do. I'm gonna need this to not look so like chunky. I'm gonna need the pixels to not be chunky like this. You feel me? Like I said, I'm going to my graphics, right? I'm going to my graphics. Graphics quality. We go high. Turn the shadow quality down. Frame limit, that's cool. Anti-aliasing, FXAA. Ambient, local, bloom, low, volume, low, rendering scale, 100. All right, 1920 by 1080. Should not be having any issues. Apply. Thank you. Should not be like, thank you. It looks a lot clearer. Yeah, I do like that. I like the boost, how the boost has been recontextualized in this, because like they did make this where it's like you got to roll to gain momentum, which I do like. You know what I mean? There's that, but then on top of it, like you still have a boost, but the boost isn't overpowered and it's not continuous. You know what I mean? So it makes me go like, oh, there's other functions for, you know, other movement options, you feel me? And I like that a lot. Because now it no longer doesn't feel entirely like another boost game. You know what I mean? It feels like a halfway, or not a halfway step. That's the wrong verbiage. But it feels like an in between of like adventure and the boost. Which a lot of people are like, that can't work. That can't work. And I'm like, well, anything's possible. But on top of that, you know what I mean? Like you put your head to it, you can make anything happen. So there's no impossible anything. It just needs to be well thought out. And I think this is a good, you know, proving ground for that. All right, got the map open, you feel me? I really wish my rendering would catch up, man. Cause it looks very chunky and I don't like it. It looks very chunky. What's in these boxes? You still got the stump also, like if you tap, I think it should be the other way around, by the way, because it's like, because if you hold, if you jump, if you hold, you bounce. If you hold, you bounce. If you tap, you stomp, right? But I think it should be the other way around. I think like if you think like in terms of like a basketball, when you bounce a basketball, you're tapping on the basketball. So if you tap, you bounce. But then if I stomp, I'm mashing down. You know what I mean? That'd be my like only suggestion for that one. Or at least for them to put like an option of that into the game. You know what I mean? Tap, so hold to stomp and then tap to bounce. That would be great. I think I'm gonna go on Game Banana and I'm gonna say that. Like, yo, make an option for that, man, because like, that's just how I think of it. I'm bouncing the basketball, you're tapping on the basketball. You're not holding the basketball. He dead. Got him. Also, I like how you can roll into enemies. I know I had a mod on or beforehand that could do that, but like, that makes a big difference. Because again, man, you want Sonic to be able to roll into things, man. Especially you want to have him like, you know, in the open world and stuff. You want him to have a lot of agency, or you want to have a lot of agency and be control of the character a lot. Like that's the biggest thing about being in open worlds and stuff, man, is having freedom to be able to do and move however you want to. All right, here's our major hurdle, guys. This is the major hurdle. Now, whenever we do this, whenever we do 1, 2, when we do level 1, 2, it always, whenever I beat it and I leave the level, it always crashes. It has been 100%. So we're gonna see if we can pull through this time on a fresh save file.
It is not enough.
It's not enough to make the connection, man. Here comes. Ugh. He's been pooped out the sky. That's not my joke. That's Game Grump's joke. But I thought it was a funny joke. Actually, I don't think that was their joke. I don't think they did that. I'ma need Sonic to get stronger because he ain't doing nothing right here. No. I just wanna, oh, come on. I just want a little bit of side loop, that's it. I just want to side loop, I just want to side loop you a little bit. That's all I want. Like this is not doing enough damage. I need this to do more damage. It's not doing anything. That's takes way too long. There we go. That's what I wanted. Got him. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do, like when this stream is over, I'm definitely going to lower the resolution because like it is like, or not lower the resolution, but like lower the like restart the computer because I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening. It might be this. Hold on, let me see. Actually, let me do this first. Let's do this first. It may be also because I'm not borderless full screen. I'm just straight up wide or full screen. I can't talk.
Might not be the right climate. As many times as it.
Yeah. We get it. We get it, weird lady. All right, next hurdle. We didn't touch anything. We didn't touch anything or anything like that. Nothing major on the anything, right? We didn't touch anything super major. We didn't customize anything like that. Not really. Not really. We're gonna see if we can get out of this level alive. Oops. And how is it, man? Off screen, I was playing like a gangster, and now I'm like playing like a scrub. Happens like all the time. I was doing all type of tricks and everything, dude. Saying, having fun there. I am having fun. Wolf Blur. How about you? All right. Now I could have went up there. You feel me? But that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a whole like they've changed this layout like a lot. So I'm like, yo, if y'all keep this going and y'all make this shit stable, y'all might have something like for real. Like, what's his name? Blue Vivacity was like, this is the best like Frontiers mod. I'm like, yeah, he might be right. If they can keep working on this and make this shit stable, yeah. Most definitely. Wolf Blur said, yeah. Okay. Wolf Blur, you seem like you new here too. If you want to, man, hey, if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, you feel me? Hit the bell. I'm here streaming games pretty much throughout the week. 5 o'clock Central Time, 6 o'clock Eastern Time, you feel me? And I'm pretty Sonic focused, you feel me? So if you like what if you like it, you know what I mean? Why not stick around? You feel me? All right, now everybody, be ready. Okay, it might crash. I'm talking about 100% crash rate. 100% crash rate. They need to change his quills. It's too much headroom. His head is too big, and his quills are way too long. Don't like it. All right, you ready? Is everybody ready? Here comes the crash. There it is. There it is. Now, luckily, the other day, I might reinstall this mod. But luckily, I have another save file that gets past the crash. So I'll be okay with that. Now, after that, you feel me? If anything after that, if I like go into a level and then it just crashes like that again, I'm really like, okay, man, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to do. You feel me? We just gonna have to do a level and then like beat the level, then go somewhere else. We're gonna have to beat the level, crash, then go somewhere else. King K said, love this gameplay. Yeah, this King K, I know you just now showing up, bro. I'm telling you, this might be, I don't know if you tried it yourself or if you've seen it or anything like that, but this might actually be the best Frontiers mod. Especially if they get this going. Let me change my camera. I need my camera to be not so close up, you feel me? I'm gonna need this to be here. I'm gonna need that to be at like 50, you feel me? Apply the changes. Yes. No, that's not, no. Oops, I did the wrong, I did the wrong one. Wrong things, flip them. We need this to be all the way here. This to be all the way here? No. What the hell? Options. Not the camera speed. Okay, camera distance. Which one? I wish they would like specify which one does what. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. All right. King K said I left abruptly during the indie game showcase because my mom needed help. Was gonna comment on the Forces Overclock episode Shadow. Oh, okay. Yeah. What about it? Also, I want to say like I want to re-say what I said earlier about this mod. Like this was what was going on during the game showcase. They showed this mod, and I kind of like, you know, pass over it because I was just like, oh, it's just like a graphics mod. I didn't know it was all this, dude. Like there's a lot in here that I'm like, yo, Jesus Christ, they went above and beyond. Oh my God, my rendering looks great now. Jeez. Koroks, get the Koroks. You know what I'm saying? Grab you a little Korok. What's going on over here? Why is it yellow all of a sudden? Why is it changing colors? What the fuck? What the fuck, G? Bad guys! Oh, my rendering's gone. It's going. My rendering is fluctuating. Sometimes I look real clear, and then sometimes it'll look real chunky. Kincaid said, I normally don't care for Forces stuff, but maybe, you know, maybe now Shadow can be useful. Okay. Keep talking to me. Let me know what you thinking. Maybe now Shadow can be, yeah. Maybe now Shadow can be useful. God, I apologize for like the way that like, I'm telling you, I don't know what's going on with my rendering. I keep complaining about my rendering, but everything is where it needs to be. You feel me? Like, I don't know what else to change. Or no, graphics. I don't know what else to change. Like, should I go on TAA? Bloom, volumetric lighting, those are low, but like I'm not gonna put them on high, whatever. Put them on high. You know what I mean? Like keep the shadow quality low. I'm at 1920 1080. 1920 1080 should not be looking like this pixelated. This looks a lot better. Oh my God, that looks way better. Yo, look at that in the background. That's hard. X to doubt.
Is that you?
Yes, it's Amy.
Hello? Is someone there? Help me!
But as far as like the what you said about the Forces stuff, it may be good, bro. It may be absolutely good. Like I have no idea. I know what I saw. I was like, this looks decent, man, but I'm so removed from Force. The problem is that I'm so removed from Forces. That's the biggest issue. You know what I mean? Like the hurdle for them is to tear, because I did the same thing with Overclock. I was like, the hurdle for you is like, I'm playing like Shadow Generations and all this stuff now, right? And we got a lot of options or whatever, but the biggest hurdle they have to do is to tear me away from those games and to play a game that I didn't like how it felt or anything. Like there's nothing drawing me to it. You know what I mean? TK said he's the ultimate life form on par with Sonic, but he contributed like fuck all to the war besides indirectly helping cause it. Right? So lore wise, you're talking lore wise. This does look a lot better. Hit me. Bro. I need to be able to see the thing. I'm doing guesswork. Be a key. Okay, since I've done that with the, like, I've turned up the volumetric lights and all this stuff or whatever, it seems like everything is working perfectly fine. Even the draw distance and all that, it looks fantastic. So maybe it was a lighting thing. But I could have sworn I was sitting there like, bro, this looks incredible. The grass is a little shiny, but it looks incredible. EK said, I'm not sure what they're going to do with him in this fan project, though. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know what's I don't know, man, because like we start getting like a little like all right. Let me slow down. Let me stop and like gather my thoughts. Not to, because I feel like a lot of times whenever you bring up lore and all that stuff, I feel like I don't try to like shove it off, and I don't try to downplay what you're saying. It's one of those things for me where I'm like, I already am like low energy when it comes to like the lore and the story behind Sonic games, unless we have an actual good story. But like, I don't want to say this. How do I want to phrase this? Also, I like how they put it right here. Easy for you to see. I was already so like I don't care about Force's story or lore building or anything about it at all. And I also don't like, you know, when fans start writing stuff, man, I sometimes have a hard time, like, at the same time. This is gonna sound contradictory, but I also have a hard time, like, whenever fans start making up stories and stuff, they don't seem well put together entirely all the time. And I just, it's hard for me to like get involved with it or to like really engage with the story when it comes to a fan's perspective. It requires a very good writing team. It requires really good writing, and it requires like somebody really good at like, you know, pacing the story out. So it's just difficult for me to be like, yo, what are they gonna write? And because I'm just like, I don't care about Forces. I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I don't care about the story of Forces. None of that. So I'm just like, what can you tell that's gonna make me go like, whoa, that's such a great, like, oh, this story is amazing now. I don't know. I feel like I sound like a jerk whenever I say that, but it's genuinely like, there's not a lot of Sonic stories that I care a whole lot about, man.
Oh man, that's just begging to be climbed.
And I hate saying that, but like, I'm like, I can't lie about it. You know what I mean? I'm like, it's like, I like the lore behind all the classic games. I like Adventure's story, both Adventure stories. I like Unleashed story, and after that, everything else has been kind of. I like Secret Ring story, and I like Black Knight. Even though I like the video game, the actually playing the game, I like Black Knight story. But aside from that, man, there's not a lot of like Sonic stories I like. I just have difficulty engaging with them. Oh! Like I said, well, I think it would be helpful to know where, when we are to know what Shadow is doing to contribute. Like, is this more plot or is it just playable Shadow? If it's just playable Shadow, then there's not really much to do because he plays identical to Sonic, right? So it's like, what's the So I'm like, what are you writing into the story that's gonna make it like really good? You know what I mean? That's not to say like, oh, I'm not saying like, oh, don't write a story. Or that writing a story is pointless. I'm saying like, if you're writing a story and you're writing a fan, like you gotta make it good, man. You gotta make it good, and you gotta make it like it's an uphill battle for Forces. It's an uphill battle, man, because it's like so little people care about that story already. So it's like, what are you gonna write that'll reel people back in? Oh, zero needed. I got all the hearts. Got all the hearts. All right, guys. Again, like I said before, be prepared for crashes. Be prepared. Be prepared.
Sonic,
I don't know what that dance was. I don't know why I did that.
Me? You're the one who's only half here.
I feel fine, but that energy that was holding me prisoner went
Do I like Amy's model here? Her head looks too big. I'm starting to see with these models that they've done.
It gave me some kind of
They're just
boost.
the proportions are a little
In
big.
that case, we need to get
Like Amy got a big ass head right here.
I'm sure Tails was too.
Good call. I'll scout around and find you later.
Phoebe in the chat, he said, "Sup, what's good, Phoebe?
Deal. Be careful.
What is good, gangster?"
Careful? Where's the fun in that?
He said, "Nah, pop off." Yeah, I mean, like that's the thing. Like it is, man. It's one of those. Like look. I always try to like come at an angle where I'm like, I always try to indulge and I always try to engage with Sonic stuff, man. I always try to give things a fair chance. When it comes to the story and all that stuff, man. Even Frontier story, I think. Even with Frontier story, I think there's a lot going on. I think it can get convoluted. But I think the story here in this game is engaging enough for me to keep me interested. But the problem with Frontiers is the cutscenes. Like the cutscenes are so janky that it's difficult for me to stay involved. So I'm just like, I don't really care about what I don't care about what's going on with the story. You know what I mean? Adventure 1, I'm going to, at the risk of sounding nostalgic, you feel me? King K said maybe Sonic likes big-headed women. Maybe. Possible. But Sonic, Sonic got a big ass head too in this too. I'm like, yo, like his quills are too long. Like or whoever like did the models in this are like they look cool, but Amy's head is big as hell. Like bigger than it normally is. And Sonic head is big as hell too, but his quills are like ultra long too. I'm just like tone down on the like shrink the head a little bit more, make the quills a little bit less long, and then I'm like, we're good. Phoebe said, "What's wrong with the proportions?" Big, man. Look at his head. Look at it. Look at his head. His head is doing a lot. Like it's shaped like he's got an extra meat going on up top right here. You know what I mean? I'm not a fan of. I think I don't know what they were going. Maybe they were going for like, I feel like they were going for like a 06 thing because like this is like 06 levels of long. As far as Amy goes, her head is just wider. It's just bigger and wider. I can tell. I'm like, it's much bigger. Now I'm also not one of those Twitter folks that are like, you know, oh my, look at all the dimensions and all this ruins everything. I'm like, no, I don't care that much. I'm just being like, when it comes to that, I'm being nitpicky. Something has changed. This feels like it's different. Like something feels different. Maybe it's because I haven't played Frontiers in a while. I don't know. I feel like I just played Frontiers and I feel like this layout feels different. Ah, he tried it. You tried it, son. You failed. You failure. Failure. Phoebe said graphics look like they would fry any Nintendo device ever. Probably. maybe this might run on the Switch too, but it's not doing it at 60 frames. I know that for sure. This is definitely not running at 60 frames. Maybe OG Frontiers, but whatever they've done to this game, whatever the modders did to this game, this would yeah. No. Yeah. No. King K, do these quills make my head look big? Am I coming across like that? Steve said it's always been this way. No, no. This is they've changed a lot of things in this. Like for instance, because now I'm looking at it. Let me pay attention to it. Now I'm like, yeah, they definitely changed some things because like this. First of all, Amy was right here. She's not normally here. She's normally like further down the line. And then there's a whole boss that's supposed to be over here in this area. This whole area is like empty space, and you got a whole giant boss that's over there. So they've rearranged some things for sure. At first I was not paying attention all the way to it. Now I'm paying attention. I'm like, yeah, they definitely like done something to the level or done something to the environment. I'm down for it. You feel me? I'm not mad at it whatsoever. I'm like, hey, it feels fresh. Feels like there's something like they've actually changed some stuff. Let's see. King K said he has more head meatage. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. He got more head meatage, dude. Beef said arms do look very skinny. It ain't hitting 20 FPS on the Switch too, bro. Phoebe has no confidence. He said this ain't hitting 20 frames at all. he said it's gonna be sub 20. That's how the Switch 1 feels with the original Frontiers. I'm like, I don't even know why y'all. First of all, I'm like, I don't know why that game can't run on the Switch 1 when you've got Breath of the Wild. Obviously, Nintendo knows how to optimize their games better, but I'm like, if Tears can run and Breath of the Wild can run decently, why can't Frontiers? The hell is happening? And that's just Switch 1. But most definitely on this one, this as it stands, most definitely not. Switch 2 would be cooked. I do like this how like you can come up out of the roll and then you can start running and stuff. Like you can go, like if you're going down a hill, you can take advantage of it, of the the momentum. You know what I mean? I know people hate that. They don't want to hear that, but like, I don't know why. It's Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't know why you wouldn't want to hear about the momentum. But I do like when you go down, you can, take advantage of the momentum, and then when you're going up, then you got a short burst boost. Boost doesn't last forever, and I like that. Unless, and they've toned down the rings. That's smart. And you actually have to go get rings to. That makes sense. Phoebe said Switch 2 is hooked up to an RTX 2050 equivalent. It can't handle high resolution 4D or 3D. I'm about to say high res. I was like, what? Hold on. What's handling 4D? You know what I mean? Can any device handle 4D? We got to figure out what 4D is to begin with. Fine, Coco. I'm just running around here, by the way, y'all. Like I'm kind of exploring everything. I want to see what they've changed, because like now I'm very interested in like what, because like I said, that big ass boss is supposed to be over here. He's not nowhere to be found. So I'm like, where did they put him? It makes me go like, what else did they change? What else have they done? Forgot to hit that one down here. Steve said Breath of the Wild Tears of the Kingdom engine doesn't have a lot of complex 3D shapes. If you look close enough, the way it is optimized is through DA. That is true. But at the same time, why couldn't Sonic do that? Why couldn't Sonic the Hedgehog do that? It didn't have to be ultra realistic like this. You know what I mean? Where's the next level? I need to go to the next level. Like I said, I'm kind of roaming around right now because they've rearranged things. So I'm like, I'm trying to get around and like figure out where everything is. Things ain't what they used to be. He dead. He got my face. There we go. Hey, 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 hey. Oh, hey, oh. Direction artistic. Wait, in English it's artistic direction, not direct. Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. First of all, artistic direction is how we say it. But first and foremost, where you're at, they say direction artistic. Like they say it the other way around. That's very fascinating. But yeah, like that's the thing. Like Sonic's artistic direction is strong. Like you don't have to like Sonic doesn't have to. That's what I mean. Like when I'm like, why did they go this route where they're like, we needed like ultra extra realistic, looking environments, because Sonic it does not need that. You know what I mean? Not needed. Like Sonic the Hedgehog does not need to be like fidelity intense at all, like at all. Ugh, sorry, I had to burp. Direction artistique. I ain't gonna. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, Phoebe. When you said direction artistic, I was like, that sounds lame. I'm like, I'm not. That sounds dumb. That sounds like y'all got the words flipped around. That sounds stupid. But then as soon as you said direction artistique, I was like, hold on, man. That sounds like, I was like, hold on, man. That sounds way better. That sounds way better than what we, a lot of French stuff, like whenever you start like saying stuff, anytime, like whenever I say, like hear French people, man, I'll be like, bro, y'all language sound like way better than ours. Like, damn, language sucks. We just Americans just loud and make loud noises, round sounding noises. Row, row, row. I hear French, I'm like, oh, I wanna speak that, because I'm too lazy. Okay, the 2D sections feel better. These feel better. Still not perfect, but they feel a lot better. I don't know how I feel about that wall jump either. But it is a very strong selling argument these days. It is the same sound, bro, just different letters. Oh, it's the same. Wait, what? Different sound, just the same. Same sound, bro, just different letters. Oh, okay. Oh, well, never mind. I'll revert back to what I said previously. Or now ours sounds better. Oh my! Oh, they actually make the cannon shoot. I was like, where am I supposed to go? I should probably change the camera so we can see where we're going on that part. You just take a French accent. Ah, man, I cannot talk. You just take a French accent in the last three letters for some reason. I don't know. I wanted to sound like you guys, and I wanted to sound cool. Okay, I don't know French, so I'm like, so I was trying to sound cool, and it didn't work. KK said artistique. Mwah. I don't want to be like disrespectful or nothing like that. I'm doing it out of pure straight up Man, damn, I wish I could speak like French and sound cool. All right, guys, prepare yourselves. Prepare your butts. All right, we're leaving a cyberspace level. It could crash. Likelihood of it crashing, high, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, here we go. Exit training. I'm gonna have to reinstall this after the stream. Or I'm gonna even actually, you know what? No. That's not what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna play around in this game for a little bit. When the game, like right now, as far as right now goes, I'll play around in the game a little bit, and then I'm gonna wait a long time before I come back to this, and I'm waiting for them to be all the way finished and get everything ironed out because, like, Beef said, but if you want to talk about weird, talk about how you people pronounce the letter A. What? How we say the letter A? It's literally like it's literally never the sound A except when it's the letter alone. Hold on. Continue. A minute. Go to auto. Load me up. There we go. All right, so just we don't go in there anymore. Literally never the sound A except for when it's the letter A. Alone. Alone is alone, so it's like it sounds like a UH, like alone. I don't think we say alone. But you got a good point. Trust and believe, our language is stupid. We got some things in our language where I'm like, this is some dumb shit. We got words that will completely like we got words that will be spelled completely different, sound the same. And you'll be like, what the hell? Beep said, it's fine. It's funny seeing you try to speak French. EK, you doing the thinking cap. What's up? What you got going on? What's on your mind? Already been over? Yeah, I already been over here. Like, I'm gonna try and reinstall this mod again. I'm gonna try and attempt to do that again. Because I'm pretty sure I did everything correct the first time. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna uninstall everything. And then I'm gonna try and do it again. And if I'm getting the same like crashes and all this stuff or whatever, I'll just come back to this when it's complete. 50 rings. But this looks incredible. This looks amazing, dude. Oh, also Phoebe, like to talk about what you were talking about as far as like like that's been a conversation for a while, like that's been brought back up lately because like as far as like art direction, all of this looks very shiny. As far as like art direction versus like graphical fidelity, it's a thing that it's always been an argument, but it's been brought up lately because like a lot of our devices that we own can't handle the type of games that developers are putting out nowadays. Like they're selling us on a dream and we'll be like, dog, we can't run what you're trying to like stop. Like we're like, games look good enough already now. They look good enough. We don't need they don't need to get like, we don't need them to like, we don't need you to outpace what it is that we can actually play. So like the art direction, I'm always a big person of like, I always go for like art direction over graphical fidelity, man. Especially if it means like the performance is light on performance. You feel me? You better get over there and you better land. I'm about to say, dude. Thief said, Oizu? Is that how you say Oizu? Enters the pronounce everything wrong club. Good Lord. That's me. Kincaid said, I like how Wednesday is spelled almost nothing like how it sounds. Yeah, Phoebe, that's what I'm talking about. Like, it's spelled Wednesday, right? Wednesday. That's how, when you say Wednesday, it's spelled like Wednesday, but then somehow we get wins. Like, it spells like, it sounds like it should be Wensday. So it's like, we get Wednesday. It's interesting and stupid. It's interesting and dumb. Like, how'd you get that? Exactly how King K spelled it. Like, it's Wenzdae or just Day. Like, that's how did the spelling get mixed up there? Steve said optimization is dying. Yes. Like, I don't need realistic lighting to play a racing game. Yeah. Definitely understand that. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know what's going on with that's what I'm saying. Like, with Metal Gear, like that's the newest like topic where it's like people have 5090s and then like they're still struggling to run that game, and it's like that's not, you know what I mean? Or the same thing with like Elden Ring with the Switch 2, and everybody's like, oh, the Switch 2 can't run it. And I'm like, no, the Switch 2 can run it. They can't optimize their games well. Like, that's what I'm like, bro, this should definitely be able to run Elden Ring at the very least 30 frames per second, a stable 30 frames per second. To not be able to do that and have a bunch of stuttering and hitching and all that stuff, that's not the Switch 2, that's the developers. Same thing with Metal Gear. There's no reason in the world you should have. There are some people I've seen that have top notch computers and are like, yo, Metal Gear's running real bad. We don't know what the deal is. Or same thing with Monster Hunter. It's like, what is going on? What are y'all doing? Put Oizo in Google to voice it. Wednesday never made sense to me. Like, at this point, forget the D. Right. Like, why is there? Yeah, like, why are there two D's and Wednesday? It's Wednesday. Anyway, what'd you say? Oizo? I'm gonna sound like a fucking idiot. No. Oizdeux. Pronunciation. No, damn it. Stop. Go back. Sorry, guys. Let's bear with me for a second so I can hear how this is said. It's a bird. No. Nope. Pause. That's the bird sound. I'm talking about the word. All right. Oh my God. All right. Stop it. Stop. Everything's wrong. Everything's wrong. I'll look it up later. But people aren't sitting there watching me. Oh my God. Stop. Jesus Christ. Turn my sound down. No more sound. Good God. Shoot. Is my hold on. Is my video out? Am I not are y'all not seeing the game anymore? A PC with the equivalent specs to the Switch 2 can run Elden Ring in any world. Or a PC with the equivalent specs to the Switch 2 can't run Elden Ring in any world. The only way to play Monster Hunter at affordable prices, GeForce now at this point, Put it in translate, then use the voice function. I ain't doing all that. I'm not doing all that. What's going on with my game? Why can't I see? Why am I not seeing the game? What's going on? People been sitting here watching a black screen. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Let's go out the game. Let's see. Back to title. With the game. Use a lane. Okay, does anybody see anything? My screen's back. Okay, here we go. I see black everywhere on the screen. Yeah, I saw that. Like the absence of color. I see a black person on the screen. Dang, man. The hell is that? King said color. Oh God, don't put a U in the don't do that. Don't do that. That's a pet peeve of mine. I do hate that. I hate COLOUR. I hate that. Across the seas, whoever did that, they got that one wrong. They got that one wrong. You gotta I don't know what y'all were doing with that. Options. Let me change my graphics again. I told you this stream is gonna be a little all over the place because yeah, this mod is just kind of like funky acting, so we gotta roll with the punches. Gray, everything's good. Gray, Sonic color. Gray, stupid. Sonic colors, I hate it. Anytime I see the European box art of Sonic colors and they got a U in it, I'm like, dude, shoot whoever put U in that. Shoot them. Bring them back alive and then shoot them. Phoebe said color with a U is the right way to spell it historically though. No. We are rewriting history and we're doing it again because y'all got it wrong. Somebody got it wrong. Also, to go back on what you said, Phoebe, a PC with equivalent specs to the Switch 2 can't run Elden Ring in any world. I don't agree with that. I don't believe that because there are other games that are running on the Switch 2 that are working perfectly fine. They're working perfectly fine. So I don't know if I can get down with that one. I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, the Switch is not a powerhouse by no means. I understand that. But it can definitely hold its own. Oh, I can't dodge out of it. Oh, they fixed that. Boo. I mean, I guess it's more fair, but like, whoa. They changed the attacks. Okay. Oh my God, the boss functions and behaves like a boss. Boom. Don't touch the laser beam. Don't touch the laser beam. You're getting real close to that laser beam. Oh, they won't let me do the thing, dude. They've balanced this game a little bit, and I'm not mad at it. Oh, he pushed me off. Ooh, but I bounced back. You feel me? You can't get rid of me like that, G. Shoot your little dumb things again. Shoot them. Oh, hold on. Hey, whoa. I can't do the dodge. I really want to do the dodge. Steve said, bro, you Americans stripped this word of the U. Absolutely. And we did it. And we were correct in doing it. We were absolutely correct. Don't get squashed. Just like Europeans, y'all did a lot of things right. Don't get me wrong. When it comes to the words, they got a lot of things going for y'all. That one's not the one. I'm sitting there like, I need to power up, and I forgot like I have a skill tree that I can power up on my own without having to, you feel me? Stupid. King K said, I still can't get over how, hold on. I still can't get over how Supersonic just phases through Wyvern. I still can't get over how Supersonic just phases through Wyvern. Does he just phase through Wyvern? I put that boss battle. You don't understand, King K. Like I hate that boss fight so much that I put it out of my mind that I'm like, I don't even know what part you're talking about. Where he phases through. So I'm like, I don't even know what you're talking about. What part of the battle are you talking about? Phoebe said Elden Ring is very open and very flat. Other games on the Switch too, like Donkey Kong, Breath of the Wild, or MK use terrain to not render at very high distance, hence making the experience better. The Switch 2 is a nice upgrade, but at this point, use a 3050 chip and call it a day for performance. Oh, no. Me personally, I am not, unless it's like distinguishable or like not, unless it's like not distinguishable. All my third party games are getting bought on other things. Like I'm not buying third party games on Switch. That thing is an indie and Nintendo machine. You know what I mean? Like even like, you feel me, like what we seen from like Final Fantasy VII remake, what we saw on there, it's like, oh, okay, that looks decent. I'm still not buying it on there. Like that's for somebody that's like, I don't have anything else and Final Fantasy VII runs great. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's great. Absolutely stellar for them. But I'm like, me, I have options. I'm not buying no third party stuff on here. Unless it's like completely unless it just is negligible. Which a lot of times, it's not negligible. You know, are beating the shit out of me immediately. You don't like the color scheme of the boss? Listen, man, I don't know what that U is in the middle of that, man. I don't know what that is. You spelling color wrong, dude. Damn, man. Actually, let me upgrade you. I only got 2 skill points. How the hell did that happen? I feel like I've been destroying enemies like left and right. Ooh, damn, he got me. Is Ninja, would you guys consider Ninja a girl, or because the way Ninja stands is very feminine. It's like I just naturally called it a her, because really it's just a it. But it's like it has a very feminine stance, so like I just resorted to being like, oh, her. I thought that was interesting. God. Get the rings. I'm trying to YB. Here we go. That was one of those times where like I had my, my Nintendo buttons mixed up with my Xbox buttons. King K said, yeah, there are there's a scripted section where Sonic just flies and goes through Wyvern's neck. What, like towards the end of the battle? Beef said, "Are you talking about Final Fantasy VII Remake or Final Fantasy VII Remake HD Remaster 4K Super?" Yeah, that second one. You know what I mean? Final Fantasy VII Remake HD Remaster 4K Super Integrate. Kay said, "No monthly. It's pronounced Kalur. Yeah, Kalur." Kay said he's just really sassy. The ninja variants are technically gendered. Are they really? What? Beef said they really milked Final Fantasy. They really milked Final Fantasy VII to the ground. Yeah, they did. But to push back on you, Phoebe, people were asking for Final Fantasy VII Remake for a long time. Like before it even came out. Now I don't know if people were asking for it the way that they gave it to us. And I know people like it nowadays. But I do agree, yeah, like they definitely well, also like you gotta understand too, I get it. I get why they did do that. But at the same time, I'm like, yeah, they milked it too much. Like I get it, like there was like, you know, everybody in the West over here, that was like our like shining moment of like, oh my god, JRPGs, what is this? What is that? I mean, like Americans didn't play RPGs not like that. Like they weren't popular like that. And Final Fantasy VII was the first like popular one. So when it came through, everybody was like, "Oh my god, my brain!" And then Square Enix was like, or SquareSoft at the time, they were like, "Oh, let's do everything we can to be this." Especially when like the franchise was like on a lull, they were like, we got to resort back to Final Fantasy VII. But I do like the remakes though. I still need to play them all the way through. I've been doing this thing where I'm like I'm going back because I've never beaten Final Fantasy VII. I've been going back and like playing the original PlayStation version, and then I'm going to slowly like play every version of like Final Fantasy VII, so that when I get to the remakes, then like I know things will start clicking. Like, oh, they changed that. That's interesting. You know what I mean? I want to do that correctly. Let's see. King K said there's a variant called Kunoichi. A Kunoichi refers to a woman ninja. Interesting. There's a Kunoichi version of ninja. Cause I thought there was only like you see ninja and then you see like master ninja or whatever. Also, I'm very glad you can just run up these things, man. I'm glad that they took that off. Good God. Just noticing little things here and there or whatever. Unlock this. What's going on here? Give me a key.
Looks broken.
Looks broken? You look broken.
Looks broken.
People said I still have class at 8:30 tomorrow, so I'm gonna go and get the 6 hours of sleep I can. Still get good night chat. Hey, peace out, man. Peace out. Good talk. Good talk. In case said Kunichi. Kunichi. Yeah, that's what I said. That's exactly what I said. I said the exact same thing that you just wrote out. Wait a minute, time out, stop. So then, like, if that's Kunichi, right? If that's Kunichi, that's not how Kunichi, like, Kunichiwa, that's not how that's spelled, right? They don't spell it like that, do they? Or am I tripping? Oh, no, I said it wrong. Kunoichi. Need 72 hearts. Ah. The hell is that? Oh, it's an item box. I'm glad that, look, they bringing the item boxes back. I like that. I know I've been hitting them. I haven't said anything really about them the whole time, but like, I like that they brought item boxes in here. You know what I mean? It brings a little more touch of Sonic back. You know what I mean? A little more touch. Not that I don't like the 10 rings and all that stuff or whatever. But sometimes there's certain things about Sonic games that I mean, like, I don't care about the, like, I don't mind these, they're fine, but like whenever I see an item box, I'm like, ooh, it feels real Sonic, you know what I'm saying? I just missed something. Go back. Also, I want to go to another cyberspace stage because them bad boys is nice in this game. That was way too fast for me to react at all. These are still easy as hell. Gameplay. I'm about to say, all right, y'all, don't be ridiculous. Don't be ridiculous. Don't start making the stuff like, don't make the game ultra hard. You feel me? Yo, look at the map. The map looks sick. Yo, this mod might make me fall in love with Frontiers, or I might fall in love with this mod specifically. But like, this is kind of everything I wanted out of the game. Like, aside from very deep, what the hell is that over there? Oh, those are flowers. Aside from like very deep like structural issues with the game, I'm like, this may, if they finish this dude, I might be playing this game a hell of a lot. Like I'm just looking at the, like, this, they did a hell of a job. What is this? Oh, how does it look like that? Like that shit. What's that? Infrared in the chat. Kincaid said was looking at this looking at Secret Rings reignition before stream. It kind of looks fun. Did you? I was streaming that the other day. I was playing reignition. It is very fun. It's not perfect, but it plays a lot better than the vanilla Secret Rings, dude. A lot. He's doing a lot too. Like, I don't know what's going on with these modders nowadays, bro, but like, I don't know what's in the juice, in the water, in the whatever, but they are taking some of these old games, bro, and like are juicing them up, dude. I don't know what they sipping on, bro, but like, doom, boom. Pause. Spider said, have you ever pet a horse? I rode a horse before. But nothing crazy though. Like, I've never, like, it was like maybe like for like maybe 2 minutes I rode a horse and I was very like, I was like, all right, let's open the map up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Let me see where I need to get going. Let's get some direction going. Right? Can I not put a marker down? Place marker. X. That's what I just did. I just pressed that button. Where is it? Here it is.
It's nice to have a new place to explore, but I'm really worried about Amy and Tails.
Okay, whatever, dude. Probably get me to get a move on. I'll get a move on. I'll do all that stuff when the full game is out, all right? Get the going, get the going, get the going, get the going. Nice. Infrared got to be the sure shot. Check him out. Check him out. Check him out. Also, Red, I just thought about something. You want to let them know about your you know, your butter cipher? You feel me? I caught up on it. Like I looked up at it, but I didn't get to like talk to you about it. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I want to like point people in the direction of what's going on with that project. You feel me? And let everybody know. King K says Secret Rings isn't old. Stop reminding me of my. Listen, man. All I have to say, King K, is that Sonic and the Secret Rings came out in 2007, I believe. You know what I mean? Or 2006. It came out 2006. Or did it? When did it come out? Looking right now, I should know this in my brain. Sonic and no, not Black Knight. That came out 2009. Secret Rings. It came out in 2000. I'm gonna say 6. I'm gonna say 6. It came out right around the time with the 2007 shit. I was wrong. I knew it. Should have just trusted my gut. He said, "Stop reminding me how old, brother." I try to forget how old I am every single day, dude. Anytime somebody tries to bring it up, they be like, "How old are you?" I'm like, "Oh shit." I don't know. I just touched something. I need a dollar. I need to know where the next portal is. Where the portal's at? You feel me? Right here? 2 gears? How many gears I got? 6? We're going. Let's go. Yeah, all they gotta do, man, if they get this grass together, and the grass doesn't look like super shiny, I'll be alright with that. Spider said about 3 or 4 weeks ago, I think I actually pet and fed a horse for the first time in my life. Didn't ride it though, since I'm too fat. I'm pretty sure a horse can sustain you, dude. They're strong as hell. They're strong as hell. Like you gotta weigh as much as the horse for the horse to be like, God damn. What is all this? Is this new? Amy, take the hearts. Take my hearts. NK said it was in development around the same time as 06, and both games ended up failing. I unironically think Secret Rings, including the party mode. I unironically like Secret Rings, including the party mode, but I'm the same guy who unironically enjoys Chronicles. So what do I know? So I'll agree with you. I'm on par with you where I'm like, I actually like Secret Rings. Too. Like unironically, I like that game a lot. Especially like I think that, and it's fair to everybody who's like, I don't like to play this game because it feels bad to play. Absolutely fair. Once you unlock everything, and I know if people don't want to do that, like, you know what I mean, like, who wants to unlock everything to like get the best move sets and all that stuff or whatever, just to make your character feel better to move around, right? Nobody wants to do that. But when you do that, and you unlock all those things, bro, I know exactly what you're talking about, bro. I'm like, yo, this game is fun as hell. Like, once you get everything going, like, once all the controls feel responsive and all this stuff, feels great. Or it's fun to play, at least. With the Reignited, they basically just took all the buttons, man. They took all the buttons, or they took all the, you know, motion controls, put them on buttons, and then they were like, all right, let's upgrade all the graphics and stuff and make it feel like, you know, like we, like it was a remaster. You know what I mean? Think of it like a Metroid Prime remastered deal. That's what they're trying to do. And they're succeeding, and it's making me excited because I'm like, yo, now I can play Secret Rings again, and it feels even better. The ninja bitch. We're not fighting you right now. Let's see. Now Chronicles, bro. I don't know about Chronicles, bro. You might be on your own with that one. Some people like Chronicles, though. Infrared said, I did a freestyle for the Butter Fine Arts Festival here in Indianapolis. Here it is. Okay. Everybody look down in the link below. You feel me? If you want to check out Red's the Butter Fine Arts Festival, they had a cipher there. You know what I mean? Like, they had a whole thing going on, you feel me? And it was like, it's dope. You know what I mean? Like, they on there rapping their asses off. So if you want to check that out, you know what I mean? Pretty damn dope. Also, he had another video. It was, what is it, like, songs in transit or music in transit, where they were just on they were riding around on the Indigo. Same deal, rapping. And I think that was like I don't know whose idea that was, but I'm like, that's such a unique idea. I'm like, that I think that's dope. I think that's like 100% dope. So I think you should check that out too. Everybody in the chat, wanna check those out? You feel me? Check that out. Red, if you want to drop a link to that one too, go ahead, bro. Pretty dope, I must say. He's pretty dope. And mind you, if Red couldn't rap, I would say so. I'd be like, I don't really, you know what I'm saying? No, he can rap his ass off. Oh, okay, I see what's happening. I see what's happening. Infrared said, fast forward to 5 hours, 6 minutes, 16 seconds. I'm at the very end. He's the guy with the red hair, with the freckles. You know what I mean? Hence the name Red. Hence the name Gold Member. If I remember, spiders, sure, horses are strong animals, but that don't mean that there isn't a limitation to how much they can carry. No, for sure. I don't know how much you weigh. I don't want to put you on blast. I'm just saying, like, you know, they can take some weight. Bro, I got all the way up there and just squandered that. How did that happen? You know what would help? If we had a camera that can show me where I'm jumping. There we go. Now I'm here. Do I need to blow these candles out? I don't know. Also, that's another reason why I'm like, yo, the bounce. Again, the bounce. When you bounce, here's my philosophy. I've said this before. King K said, you know, those slow shimmy seconds in Secret Rings, combine the Aegis slide with a speed skill and you can slide through. I know, bro. I know. Trust me when I say what you're talking about, I know, bro. I've done it. I've done it myself. I've done it. So I'm like, I know how fun that game can get when you unlock everything, bro. It gets super fun, bro. Infrared said, here's the music in transit link. I mean, there's another link if y'all want to check that one out. You feel me? Really good. Also, what I was talking about with this, they've got the bounce in this game, right? What I was saying before. And this is why I'm saying, like, sometimes I need to stop on a dime, but when you jump and you tap, that's the stomp. And I'm like, I'm like, no. I'm like, again, when you take a basketball, like in my brain, if you have a bounce, if you take a basketball, when you're taking a basketball, you don't hold the basketball, you're bouncing it. You know what I mean? It's tapping out of your hand. Bounce, 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 bounce. You know what I mean? You don't hold a basketball. If you hold it, that's travel. If you're bouncing it. So I'm like, if you're bouncing in this game, that should be the tap. You know what I mean? If I'm stomping, hold. Because if you're stomping, you're like, that's a solid, like, boom. I want to make my stance. I want to stand my ground. Boom. Hold. But they got it backwards, where it's like, your tap is your stomp, and then to hold it down is the bounce. And I'm like, you need to change that around. This should be the tap. The bounce should be the tap. Spider said, I'm not telling you and everyone in chat how much I weigh. No, I'm not. I wasn't asking you, dog. I wouldn't ask you. I literally said that. That's super rude. You know what I mean? Why would I ask that? Yeah, I wasn't telling you to, you feel me? I'm not telling you to tell everybody your weight. What am I doing here? What am I supposed to be doing? Trying to understand the puzzle. I don't get the puzzle. In the hell? Oh, I see. Hold on. I get it. I get it. They think they try to be slick. You got to kind of try to match. Yeah, slick. This is a interesting little puzzle. I like that. That's not an original game. I like that. That's kind of sick. I like that. Now you gotta hold on. Okay, that's just me being dumb. Now you gotta side loop it. That is sick. That's a good puzzle. That is a fantastic puzzle. I want to say Vanilla Frontiers does not have any puzzles like that. Not like that. No. I might be sounding biased when I say that, but I don't recall any like Frontiers puzzles that stand out to me like that where I'm like, oh. Up, what does the up mean? King K, what does the up mean? What does that mean? The up symbol. That, this, that. Did they ever explain that? I think that they did, and I just kind of glazed over it because I was just like, I don't think like I think they tried to explain it in Final Horizons, right? I don't know what that means. I've never known what it means, and I'm like, y'all have been showing this symbol and have not told anybody what it means. All right, guys, get ready. Prepare your heinies, okay? The game could crash. It's probably going to crash. All right, because we're starting up another level. But this is just how it is until they fix it. I don't have a bomb on my head, dude. I do not like having the bomb thing. The bomb missions are not fun. Oh, rolling is not good on that part, dude. Oh, it just takes a little bit. Okay, so the bomb is a representation of a time attack, basically. It's a bomb is a retry to sage. It's a physical representation of the time attack. That's all it is. So if I run out of time, bomb's gonna explode on me. We don't want that. We want to try to avoid that. Or you just, you know, die to a little dude that's on the ground. Okay. Sonic is like getting snagged on stuff. I see, I knew it. I knew there was gonna be something coming up. All right. Go up the stage, go up. Well, that's not good. I'm not telling you. Okay. King K said, I believe Sage mentioned it being a symbol of good fortune to the ancients, if I remember correctly. Being a symbol of good fortune to the ancients, if I remember correctly. Did she say that? This was in. She said this was in Final Horizons, right? I think that's when she said it, because I was like, I don't remember. Because I remember for a while, I was like, they do. What does that mean? I was like, what does it mean? All right, good. Nice save. I'm trying to stay on track, but like sometimes I just like with the controls in this. Like I said, this is still a work in progress, so it's kind of janky a little bit. So sometimes I'm just like careening off. I'm not trying to do that. It just happens. All right, back it up, roll. Part of me likes the roll, but then like they need to do something about like rolling in. I can't get that. They need to do something about rolling and how it works in cyberspace, because it doesn't entirely feel the greatest. You guys said, or more accurately, I think she said it was their god. Actually, I think it was in Final Horizons. It was their god. Did we ever see their god? I don't think so. No, we didn't. No. But it was something like that. Infrared said, "What's wrong with the roll? It feels weird. It feels weird. The roll, it in constant, you know, Sonic rolls. That's what I would never not want Sonic to roll. Like I hate it when he doesn't roll. But in this mod, when he's rolling, like he's like ping ponging all over the place. There's the crash. It happened. All right, let's get back in. Let's get back in there. But yeah, it's very ping pongy. Like the physics will get like it'll feel like, you know, two things running together like this, and the pressure's still applying, and then, you know, when you let go, it's like, and it goes like that. That's how it feels like when you're playing it. So it's like it feels very uncontrollable. So like I'll be like, you'll see me like I was like up against a wall doing like this, and it'll be like, I'm like, oh, I ain't got no control over that. Spider said, I used to prefer the classic Sonic games over the newer ones until I played Sonic X Shadow Generations. What is my answer to that? What's my response to that? I like all Sonic games, like all stylings of Sonic games. As far as like the classic and the adventure style and the, you know, boost style, I like all three of them. I think I have a preference. I don't know if I have a preference to any of them. But I think I may lean a little bit more toward, like, if you ever hear about like how I talk about Sonic games, I think I lean a little bit more towards the classic Sonic because I'm always like, if you ever hear anything about me, I'm always like, I used to grow up. I grew up in the arcade. You feel me? And there were pinball machines all over the arcade, and that used to be my main thing. Like that was my biggest thing. Like whenever I went to the arcade, I would always play pinball machines. So I always liked, you know, games with like rolling ball physics. And Sonic was like, you know, right for that. So whenever I play Sonic games that don't have those type of physics, it kind of bugs at me a little bit. It nags at me just a tiny bit. Like this, I love this. Like absolutely 100%. Like I could just take him, turn to a ball, start rolling and like going faster. I love that. I love that they did this. But you can't do that in you can't really do that in Vanilla Frontiers. But if you know, that's my bias, because I'm like, you know, I prefer the classic Sonic because of those rolling ball physics. So I lean that way. But Sonic X Shadow Generations, bro, is in my top 3 Sonic games for sure. I don't know where. I don't remember where I put it. I do have a video where I like was talking about like I ranked all of them. I don't remember where it is, but I just know Sonic X Shadow Generations is in my top 3. So I absolutely 100% get that. King K said, I like how they teased the symbol and then proceeded to not actually give any weight in the actual game. Yeah, right. I was thinking, yeah, because like the that was the first, because I remember around that time I was so mad at, like I wasn't even upset by, I was upset by Forces upset me. I was so upset at the, you know, not zeitgeist, what's the word I want to use? Just kind of like what was going on with Sonic around that time, around like Forces and all that. I was so underwhelmed with that game that I was like, when they started, they were like, oh, here's the next Sonic game. I was like, I don't give a shit. And I was like, and I just remember they showed the little up symbol. And I remember throughout the whole entire game, when I was playing that game, I was like, when are we going to find out about this symbol? Because you guys were advertising the hell out of it. That was like the first thing y'all showed. Y'all were like, look at this. It's so important. I guess they forgot, right? They forgot. And then like later in DLC, they were like, oh, yes, right. We got to remember. I forgot. We got to The ball was always part of your life. Hey man, hey man. Hey man. That's how, I mean, there's a reason, like everything, you know, comes for something. You know what I mean? Like I said, I used to play a bunch of pinball. And that's where it came from. And then like when Sonic was such a unique idea, like it was like, okay, it's Mario. Like when I remember as a kid, when I first saw Sonic the Hedgehog, I was like, you know what I mean? Like, cause I played Mario beforehand. And this is all when I'm like, you know, mind you, I'm like 5 at the time, right? And I like when I was first introduced to Sonic the Hedgehog, like I had played like Mario beforehand, but like I just was like, this is all bleeps and bloops and shit. I was like, I don't understand this shit, even though I love Mario nowadays. I was like, I don't get all these bleeps and bloops and shit. What is all this? I was a kid. I was like, it just looks like blocks. I don't understand what's going on or what it is I'm supposed to do. So I didn't care. I didn't start caring about video games until I saw Sonic the Hedgehog. When I saw Sonic the Hedgehog, I used to go over to my uncle's house all the time. Me and my brother, me and Red, used to go over to my uncle's house all the time. And he had Sonic the Hedgehog 1. And I remember playing the game, and I always used to be like, yo, this is like a pinball game and a Mario game and like a cartoon. The first thing was like, I'm like, this is like a cartoon. Like it looks like an actual cartoon on the screen. And I was like, I didn't know video games could do that. And then I was like, this feels like, when I started playing it, I was like, this feels like pinball. And I was like, I love that. And then and the third thing was like, well, obviously he's fast. I'm like, oh shit, he's fast. But that's when video games started clicking for me, where I was like, I know they could like be this. And since then, I was hooked. Spider said, I love me some coffee. Every time he come through, bro, he always like, hey man, I had a coffee, dog. Gots to have the coffee, you feel me? Mandatory. What you thought I was gonna go without coffee? Is that what you thought? Even though I don't like coffee. But best believe, Spider's like, you better believe, bro. Spider's gonna remind you of some coffee, bro. What else am I doing? What else should I do? Here's another one. Here's another stage right here. Keep in mind, every single time we do a stage, the game will crash. So we're gonna keep this in mind. Also, I really like how these levels are. I don't know, bro. They've done so much here that I'm like, a part of me is kind of like, I don't know what they've changed and what they haven't changed. But moving around in this, what they've done feels way better. I don't know if it's just it's a combination of a lot of things. I recommend people, if you can run this, play it, because it feels fun to move around, and I think that's the biggest thing that you want to have going for your platformer. They've taken what like Frontiers already felt good to like kind of run around in the open world. They've doubled down on that with this. Oh, this is this part. I'm not here yet. Where's another one? That's a time thing. I need what about this one right here? Blunka. Not only that, man, they just gone above and beyond to really make this like way more approachable, if I'm being blunt. Oh, is this one of the, I went to the wrong one. I want the opposite color, the black on the inside, red on the outside. I don't see no more of those. So we gotta open the map up a little bit more. Open the map up. Open the map up a little bit more. King K said, I first remember being really interested in Sonic when my brother was playing Sonic Adventure 1. He was at the train station in Station Square and was begging him to, he was at the train station in Station Square and was begging him to let me play as Sonic just to get on the train. Oh, and I was begging him to let me play as Sonic just to get on the train. That sounds about right. Your brother was older. I'm assuming he was older. That sounds about right, man. A lot of people hop on when Adventure came through. Oh, it bounced me off. I thought I was gonna get on. It was like, nope, you're not cheating. Oh crap! I gotta actually do it. Oh no! But no, that sounds dope, bro. I know, like I was I remember when Sonic Extreme got canceled for the Sega Saturn. So I remember for a very long time, I was waiting for a 3D Sonic game, bro. He said, yes, we were kids. Okay, all right, cool. So Big Bro was playing it. You was like, yo, I want to play that shit. Let me play it. What's funny is, I don't know if, like, I've said this before, but like Red in the chat, Red is my brother. And what's funny was, I remember, again, when Sonic Extreme, I remember when Sonic Extreme was like, canceled. So I was like, we were sitting around waiting for a 3D Sonic. Everything around us was turning 3D, and we were just waiting on Sonic. And we was like, dog, where's the next where's the 3D Sonic game, bro? And I remember when I was devastated when Sonic Extreme got canceled. So then, like, when 1999 started rolling around, And it was advertising Sonic Adventure. I was like, oh baby. And I remember when we got the Dreamcast. You feel me? I remember we got the Dreamcast. And it was like I got the little demo disc and got like that one level of Sonic Adventure, bro. And I would play that shit over and over and over and over again. And it used to always like to the point where I bugged everybody in my house, especially my brother, because my brother would be like, yo, I'm trying to play 2K, get the hell off the game. He was like, I'm trying to play 2K, get off the game. Anytime we would go over my friend, or we would go over his friend's house, Brandon, his name is Brandon. We would always go over his house, take the Dreamcast with us, dude. We start playing. I'd be like, dude, let me play Sonic Adventure. He'd be like, shut up. That's how much I used to bug them about it. But like, eventually, you know, everybody around the house, they appreciated, you know, everybody got nostalgic over it, and you know, they were like, yo, this game is gas, yo. And I was like, I'm trying to tell y'all, you know what I mean? Spider says, Republican or Democrat? I am neither. If you were to, I'm sure you could put me in a category, but like, I'm not. Whoever are, oh man, that's a whole conversation. Put it like this. It's difficult for me to get behind anybody when they all feel bullshitty. All of our candidates always feel bullshitty all the time. So it's difficult for me to rally behind any of them. If that.
Is right.
But I have views where people would be like, he leans left. Even though I take, you know, things from both sides, you know what I mean? Like I try to see things from both angles. So I don't really categorize myself as either or. I know that sounds like a cop-out answer, but that's actually how I really am, bro, in real life. Like, I'm not either. And I'm not a centrist either. Like, I'm really just like, yo, ooh, I'm like, if I see a good candidate and I feel like they actually are like, you know, I feel like they're about like, you know, taking our country and like spending it in a positive manner, I'm all about them. But nobody in a long time has felt like that to me. So I'm just like, until somebody comes around that I can put some stake into, man, I'm not really messing with nobody, dude. Infrared said it's all true. Yeah, I remember like Brandon Hunt. Like I remember we used to go over his house all the time, bro. And yeah, I'm telling you, I used to do that all the time, bro. And like looking back, I'm like, I was probably annoying as hell. I remember we used to go in his basement all the time and all that. Like, and y'all hook that stuff up, and I'd be like, bro, I'm trying to play Sonic Adventure. I'd be like, shut up, shut up. And honest to God, looking back now, I'd tell myself to shut up too. But I was excited as hell, man. I was like, bro, y'all don't see this shit, and now y'all want to play. Honestly though, 2K back then was dope too. So I'm like, I can't get mad at them for that. But I was like, y'all don't see the speed, man. Y'all don't see this shit and get excited. They're like, no. Even though they were like, yes, but we try to play 2K though. KK said, or when my brother and older cousin were playing Sonic 2 or 3, me and my other cousin would play together on the rare occasions when they would let us. Play together on rare occasions when they would let us. Yeah, there was a lot of times where I had to like sit back and like. I think eventually our parents got us separate systems because like it was a lot of times where I'd be like, I want to play and I couldn't play, so they got a separate system. When they got cheap enough, they got a separate system. But I used to have to do that too. I had to like wait and be like, damn man, I don't fucking want to wait. But we were also like we were a family of 4 though, so like there was a lot of that where it was like, you know, we got one TV in the crib and there's, you know, 4 people trying to watch everything. I'm trying to watch Nickelodeon. Red trying to watch Rap City. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It was just a struggle between who wants to watch what all the time. I did this thing and wasn't trying to do this. This is an accident. I got roped into the challenge. Man. Especially like playing like 2-player on Sonic 2 and 3, bro. Cause I used to always get Tails, and Red hates Tails with all his heart. Not because of me, because Tails the NPC was bad and will always get in your way. It was always funny watching him play, even though you could turn it off. We never went into the menus and turned it off. And I didn't discover that you could do that until like way later. I was like, oh, you can turn him off. I didn't know that. But the AI was like so bad. Like Tails always getting your way, always messing stuff up. So like Red will always hate Tails. It was funny. So like we would rarely like play together. He'd be like, I hate Tails. I'm like, I'm not gonna get in your way, bro. Oh man, I can't pause the game. Kid Gay said they still had the box TV then, yeah. You know what I mean? Them little them CRTs. You feel me? Honestly, I would love to have a CRT nowadays. I would love to have one just so I can play old games on it. Just so I can compare the graphics of like how some old games look on, because you can't get that effect on, you can't really like emulate that effect on like a YouTube or anything like that. So nobody can really show you what it looks like through YouTube. So I want to get a CRT on my own, like one day on my own, just so I can see the difference between, like I want to take, like a good example is I want to take like Super Mario 64, have it playing on the HD TV and have it playing on the CRT and then see the difference for myself, because like CRTs, even though all around they look worse, the visual clarity on them smooth out a lot of like the rough edges we see nowadays on not only just video games but movies too. So like even back then, like when you had movies like The Matrix, like you had like The Matrix, not the first Matrix, I think the special effects in the first Matrix are like masterful, but like The Matrix 2, like when you had the Neo fight scene, and had like a lot of people were like, oh, it looks like PS2 graphics now. I'm like, it's because when we had CRTs, we didn't see that. You know what I mean? Like at the time, we were like, this is the greatest thing we've ever seen. We were like, what kind of wizardry are they doing? But that was you know, CRTs were so like hazy back then, like they could hide that type of stuff. Can't do that no more. But then you go back and see old stuff, you're like, oh god. Oops, wasn't trying to do that. Spider said that's smart. Yeah, yeah, man, that's how I operate, man. I don't get behind, I don't rally behind a party. I don't rally behind politicians. I don't rally behind anything, man. I rally behind an idea, and if you line up with that idea, then I'll line up with you. But I also watch people through their actions, and a lot of politicians don't line up with their actions, bro. So I'm just like, yo, I need to see you actually like back up what you're saying. Otherwise, I don't care who you are. Let's see. King said, I remember my brother used to play this one dirt bike game on the 360 that looked kind of cool. Don't know the name. Dirt bike game on the 360. Dirt bike game on 360. Trials, possibly. That's the first thing that comes to my mind. It's like it's a 3D game, but like it's a 2D game. It's a 3D graphics, 2D dimensions, right?
Nice to have a new place to explore.
Um,
I'm really worried about it.
but you're doing a lot of like, you're on a dirt bike and you're doing a lot of flips and stuff. You got to like make sure you land correctly. Is it possibly that? If it's not that, I don't know what it is. I had to go look it up. King K said he would play his. Oh, you took a cheap shot when I wasn't looking. You bitch. He came back. All right, come up here. How about that? He would play his 360 games while playing music on the player. It was such a vibe. Yeah, I can see that being fun, dude. Why am I still dinging? I'm still dinging. And I can't pause the game. What is happening? Let me go inside like a port. Let me activate something or activate a portal or something, because like this sound's gonna drive me insane. As a matter of fact, I think I'm done. We're done. It's 7:06. I just can't pause the stupid game. I can't pause the game. I'm stuck in Sonic Frontiers forever. Jesus Christ, no! Let's see. I've been trying to see more cult classic movies recently. Okay. Noir movie. Not noir movie. Cyberpunk movie. Why am I forgetting the name of it? Cyberpunk movie. It's got oh my god, I can't remember his name either. Han Solo. His name is not Han Solo. Jesus Christ. Harrison Ford. He's got Harrison Ford in it. Forgetting the name of the movie, but that movie. Watch that movie. Infrared said Tails. You was never annoying, bro. Okay, all right, man. Good. That's good to hear. Said Tails. Like I said, I watched Fight Club a little while ago and was enjoying it quite a bit. My roommates love Fight Club, dude. To the point where I'm like, yo, this is irrational. And I watched it with them too, and I'm like, this is a good movie, man. But I'm like, I'm not in love with it. You know what I mean? I'm not in love with it. It's a very good movie though. Bro, what? All right, look, okay. I'll enter. We gotta cut the sound out. It's driving me insane. Oh, I can't get out. Hold on. Alt escape. Jesus Christ. Just pause for a gosh dang second. Good God. Also, my computer running hot. Let's see. I watched Fight Club. It was nah, the game was 3D dimensions. Okay, well, I don't know. I want to say Mud, the 360 game, Mud. I ain't never even heard of that. I might have to check that out. See what you're talking about. But anyway, y'all, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate every single person that's in the chat right now. All my VOD watchers, I appreciate y'all coming through also. Yeah, man, it's a good stream. I'm liking the game I'm liking the mod so far. It's making me really like Sonic Frontiers a whole lot. I'm gonna wait for it to be a little bit more stable before I stream anything else about it. So it may take a while. They may work on it for a while. So whenever it gets more stable and they got it all figured out or whatever, I'll hop back on the on stream then. Right now, I think I'm off screen. I'm gonna try to fix this and try to make sure it doesn't break every 5 seconds. But if you like what you see here, make sure, everybody that's in the chat right now, like the stream. You feel me? Like the stream. Hit the like button. It doesn't take anything. It takes 2 seconds. Hit the like. Boom. Right there. That's all you gotta do. You know what I mean? Obviously. And of course, if you don't like it, I ain't gonna make you hit the like button. But if you hear, like the stream. You feel me? Comment, subscribe, share with everybody. You know what I mean? Make sure you come back. I'm here on weekdays, streaming at 5 o'clock Central Time, 6 o'clock Eastern Time. You feel me? Also, if you want to support Monthly Gamer, all my payment options are down in the description below. You feel me? I got PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, Patreon. Patreon is a subscription service. If you want to throw $1 in there, that'll help me out great. I have a $5 tier where if there's any game that you want me to play, throw $5 in there. Let me know what game you want to play, and I will play that game for you for a whole stream as long as it is YouTube friendly and as long as I have access to it. Cool. Cool. All right. We're gonna call it. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna re-download everything and all that. So I'm gonna go uninstall the game, uninstall all the mods, do it all over again, try it again. You know what I mean? And see what happens then. And if it's working well, I'll come back and if it's working, everything's working hunky dory, perfectly fine. I'll make another stream of it. You know what I mean? And we'll go through it properly. But yeah. This has been Monthly Gamer. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching. Peace out. W stream, what you mean? Thank you, Red. I appreciate it.